Guys, hello and welcome to the Liberia TV network. Today is September 13, 2024, and this hour, Monrovia certainly look, sunny. The sun is shining all over, and yeah, the place is really nice to be at this particular point in time. So, just to let you know, I'm Princess Katie Cooper coming to you live, and this is how we actually love to bring you daily breaking news and happenings in Liberia. Keep posted. You can like, comment, and share on our Facebook and YouTube channel. So, in today's development, former cultural ambassador of Liberia, Madam Juli Endee, expressed deep concern over an article published in the newspaper, referencing traditional women from Nimba County, threatening to resume the practice of female genital mutilation if she is not reinstated as cultural ambassador for Liberia. So, in response to that, Madam Juli Endee, who has been in that position over a decade plus, she definitely came in response to that, saying that no, the traditional women of Nimba County should not actually do such, because the issue about genital mutilation, there's an issue that was actually abolished by the government of Liberia. Henceforth, they don't actually need to get themselves into such activities. What they need to do is come up with different ideas, do different things, and they should not absolutely get involved into any protest activities. Protesting for her reinstatement is not necessary. There are other things that need to be done. Since the government said, oh, it is not necessary to get into such things, they should not actually venture. So these are just many more happenings in our country. And also today, the 6th Judicial Circuit Court, the Civil Law Court, has issued an order to evict the opposition political party, the CDC. So this issue, they have been in court for a couple of time now, but finally the court has ruled that CDC political party headquarters should definitely leave that premise with immediate effect. So the court has given that authority. I have sent over the property to the owner, who is Martha Bernard. So Martha Bernard is now the legitimate owner of that particular, property that is located at the CDC party headquarters. So from our indication, any moment from now, the CDC political party headquarters will definitely be relocated. We don't know if they will move or not, but this is what the court has ordered. This is what coming from into this broadcast. But then, prior to the court actually coming up with such order, there have been some speculation. There have been some thoughts coming from citizens that any attempt for the court to come up with such, they will definitely resist. So we are kind of hoping to bring you live, activities that will be unfolding. And anytime the sheriff or maybe the national security, I try to go there, we definitely go there to bring you the major happenings as to what will be the action from citizens, especially partisan from the CDC angle. So keep posted as we bring you the details information. And another thing, something is happening in Liberia. So yesterday I was fortunate to leave from Monrovia to go to Bombay. So what happened is that since the inception of President Weah, from Monrovia to Boorosai, you only have 2 recognized and legitimate checkpoints. And these checkpoints are, one is in Clay and the other one is in Tene. But unfortunately, just yesterday, it happened the other time at that same point, and I think there was some intelligence that reached the Liberia National Police boss, IG, Gregory Como, and they actually intervened speedily. Police, some few groups of police that started to put checkpoints down, and then when car come, definitely we stop the car, get 1 or 2 down the neck hole, and then move on, right? So yesterday this situation happened. When I was going, there was no checkpoint. But then when I was on my way back to Monrovia, the scene was actually seen unfavorable. The place was really looking scary. People were like, "What happened?" And we actually saw a lot of cars parked, and then you saw we saw police officers, asking drivers. I posted that picture yesterday because it was really done good. Really, I see police officers asking drivers for money and so on, and trucks were parked, taxis were parked, people were on a normal basis and other things. So I think this is unfair. This is time for the national government to actually intervene. If the government says, "Oh, don't put checkpoint here," definitely don't do it. If the government says, "Oh yes, put checkpoint there," you can do it. But wherein the government give an order that there should be no checkpoint, like Singe used to have checkpoint, but there is no checkpoint. But then because of your own greed, because of your own desire or something, and then you just go and put checkpoint somewhere to embarrass the passage of underage citizens who are actually coming to do their normal activities, is not really okay. I think if the police IG is listening to that, there is a need for the Bombing County Detachment Police commanders. He needs to be called to an order. He definitely needs to be investigated as soon as possible, because what happened yesterday is really bad, and people have been raising numerous of concerns. We are not in war. We are not fighting anything else. We don't have any pandemic that is really killing or doing a lot of things. And then you say, "Oh yes, I want to put checkpoint." But then, and sometimes you observe that driver will overcharge passenger. Their reliance is, "Oh, police normally give a hard time for gate drive," and so many things. So this thing is really unfortunate. So sometimes what the hurricanes of police need to do is that get in some of these commercial cars, disguise yourself, and just try to actually observe that, "Oh yes, this happened." And sometimes it really happened during the course of the weekend, you see. So it was really terrible yesterday seeing the commander for a whole police detachment in Bombing County standing in the street, taking money from driver and other things. This is unfair. These are issues that we are meant to actually speak. We are meant to speak to. Yeah, of course, yes, we bring you daily breaking news, but also we are an advocate. We sometimes, raise most of this concern, most of these, challenges, or most of these things that are actually, hindering the society, right? So the police will not be trying their best to ensure that yes, the dignity is placed back into the police, and then you have a few set of police who are also trying to malign the police. So this is unacceptable. So we hope and pray that Conor Gregory Coleman can actually listen to this podcast and then can try to have a speedy investigation into such, or have all necessary photo evidence here. It is really bad for us as well. But happy, let's move forward, right? World Bank economic update revealed significant reduction in Liberia's poverty rate during Weah's administration. Say decrease in poverty is due to economic resilience and proactive financial stabilization measures. So the reduction so it says it came from 63% in 2020 to 59.7% in 2023. So World Bank has revealed that during the presidency of the former president George Weah, we had this huge reduction in poverty rate. But then this is pen and paper. But many could be said that, "Oh yes, many have been raising concern," and there were a lot of concerns that was actually raised that during the administration of President Weah, people were suffering, the economy was bad, and people were only hoping on a government job to actually make ends meet. So where World Bank coming from with this kind of statistics, because these have been something that have been discussed widely since yesterday and up to date on various social media platforms, various radio, that President Weah's administration was one of the worst administration. They were providing their accession. So where World Bank coming from with this? But albeit World Bank is one of the reliable and authenticated institutions that the world depends on for accurate, balanced, and clear information. So if they give us this kind of statistics, we guess they have they have expert in economic, social, political, and whatsoever sector that you think of, they have expertise in all of these things. So we will actually rely on their information, and we will try to deep more to know where, how they actually got these metrics from. And also, this one say President Joseph Human Boakai progresses at China-Africa cooperation in Beijing. As China poles to begin construction of overhead bridges at SKD Boulevard and Ministerial Complex. So, there have been this issue of how to call it, overhead bridge in Liberia, but one of our overhead bridges have been destroyed, like the Hotel Africa owned, and the one to Bowman Bridge has also been destroyed, and so many things have actually been done. But then China is again coming back to seeing how best they can actually strengthen or construct some of these overhead bridges around. And we've been hearing some information again about toll gate, which is one of the key means to actually generate income in Liberia. So we hope that yes, indeed, the Chinese government, through the negotiation or through the partnership of Liberia, they can actually come up with good items. Because when you get toll gate, trust me, assuming you get toll gate from ELWA to International Highway, or from ELWA to Nimba, or these strategic places from Monrovia to Bowater side, from Monrovia to Grand Bassel. Like, these are places that people normally, go on a daily basis. You have businesses, normally ongoing. Definitely, that will also create job employment, and it will actually also generate, income, revenue for the government. So these are major things that the government also needs to look at as well, and I guess that will actually, boost the government. And this one says Liberia Civil Aviation Authority finalises necessary requirements with Ethiopia Airline for commencement. So we've been providing this information in relation to an Ethiopia Airline that is to actually commence operation. So during the time, one of these days, the Foreign Affairs Minister, Madam Sarah Besoda-Yanti, provided her a session in relation to that. And today, most of these things are coming to pass. So we are hoping, and many have been hoping, that President Boakai do well. So we are also hoping for that as well. And also, this one says Acting Finance Minister testified changes in the 2024 national budget, Mr. Anthony Miles. So Mr. Anthony Miles has been the Acting Finance Minister for Finance Ministry since Weah Camara left the institution due to some brief illness and so on. He's resigned. But then the Finance Ministry now have confirmed and legitimate, Finance Minister, who is Augustine P. Gaffon. So guys, at this hour, we want to say thank you for following this platform. And also don't forget, I've been talking about the CCTV camera, but yeah, we're hoping to see if we can get more support. Just 2 days ago, one of our police school fees got missing from that same hall. So this thing is really embarrassing to many of us who just normally go there to get, some information, to get report as to how the country is moving. But then at the end of the day, when we get there, things happen the way it is. So in our own way, we want to provide CCTV cameras. So if you can actually help out with the CCTV camera, we appreciate it. Or whatsoever way that you can provide in kind, we definitely appreciate it. We were told that it is between 100 to 150, but whatsoever thing that you can actually afford in order for us to get a CCTV camera, for it to be donated to the Press Association at the Mika, definitely we appreciate it. Again, I want to say happy belated birthday to my own man, Lawyer Fale, who reported for us from the Southeastern. Yesterday he celebrated his birthday, and Saleh celebrated her birthday this gone September 7th, and mine is September 30th, so I will be closing the month. So on this note, I want to say have a nice day. You can like, comment, and share on our YouTube and Facebook page. And also, if you are having a business or you want to do wedding or whatsoever program or ceremony, you can definitely get to you. We can get to us, and then we can be able to bring your program live. We are very affordable. We have all of the expertise that one actually think of that, oh yes, indeed, this particular group or this particular entity should have. So thank you again for following. I'm Francis K.